What is up, guys? We are back with another video, and for those of you that did not know, the new PvE, yes, the first ever PvE mode in Marvel Rivals just dropped a few days ago, and I finally had time to play it out completely, all the way up to Nightmare 4. We lost on our first try and the second try, but we did make it to wave 20 out of 20, and I still don't know how to beat that final boss. I thought it was kind of easy getting to round 20, but on Nightmare 4, I have no clue how to beat that boss. We didn't even get close. We were surviving by a thread, but oh my goodness, it was just so much fun. So for today's video, I wanted to talk about what this game mode means for the game, why I think it has so much potential going forward, and why I think it's just good for the game in general. So to start off, I want to talk about what's good, and then after, we're going to talk about what needs improvement and a path for the future, I guess. So the biggest reason I think PvE, now if you watch my previous videos, if you watched a couple months ago, I uploaded a video talking about the problems in the game. In one big section on there was a section in the video called The Future, and I talked about PvE and how this game has the perfect foundations for it. And then they come and release this game mode, and everyone, I was checking the Reddit and the community sentiment, everyone appears to love this. And I think this is such a good addition to the game. Why? Because it finally gives people something to do outside of the toxic ranked grind, right? Because, yeah, you have quick play, but there's like a huge mix of people in quick play that don't care at all about the quick play game. And they just want to play on Spider-Man and go 1-9 and throw everyone else's game. And then there's people that care about winning on the quick play, right? So it's a huge mix of like, I want to win my quick play games, and I don't care. I'm going to go 1-9 on Spider-Man because I just feel like playing it because I want to swing around, right? And so it creates an unfun environment for a lot of people, right? But finally, there's a PvE game mode that can be unbalanced, that can be just whatever you want it to be, whatever it means to you, whenever you want to play it. And I think it's such a great thing for the game because, again, it's a Marvel game where you can play as all the heroes you want to play as. They have all the perfect foundations for a game that has PvE because they have all these customizations. And the hero fantasy as well is so good for each hero that I know they only started off with a pretty small pool of heroes, but hopefully they expand this over time. And I think this game mode is something that has a lot of the makings of something that can stay permanently because they put in a lot of effort for something that's meant to be a temporary game mode. Like, compared to their other temporary game modes, right? Like Clone Royale. They made a couple adjustments to certain heroes to make sure things work, but like really it was a little bit low effort. It was just you can all play as the same hero. And at the end of the day, it was a pretty minor thing. Like, this is the first time they actually introduced a custom game mode that was something of substance, right? Something that was really like its own thing. And I absolutely love it. I literally spent the Nightmare 4 game was 60 minutes, and I enjoyed it because the build customization, like, every time I go in, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this build. This build's gonna win. This build's gonna be so good, and then it sucks. But then I try something else the next time, and it's actually really fun because they nail a lot of the power fantasy, right? It finally allows people, because, again, their approach with this game, with the whole hero fantasy thing, is they want everyone to feel really powerful, right? Because it's Marvel. You're playing as a superhero, right? And so in this game mode, they can fully do that without any worries about balance. Who cares if something's a little broken? Like, everyone knows Blade is really powerful in that game mode, right? But who cares? Who actually cares, right? Because it's fun. It's all for fun. And yeah, there's a leaderboard, but it's still all for fun, right? And anyone can do it. Anyone can play the stronger hero, and anyone can gain that same advantage. And it's not like a skill thing because they're all pretty easy in this game mode. Like, for example, with Blade, they made it to where your gun does basically nothing, so you don't even need to worry about aim anymore. Like, this is a game mode where, because of how many zombies there are, your actual aim never really matters. Like, if you played a lot of Call of Duty Zombies back in the day, you know you don't really need to have good aim at all to play this game mode. You can have some of the worst aim ever. It really doesn't matter. And so it doesn't matter what hero they add and how they adjust all of their capabilities. It's going to be really, really fun. Like, I am so excited for the day they add Iron Fist. Oh my goodness, I'm just imagining like infinite flurry punches and all the different customization builds you can go down, including the modifications to the ult and the modifications to the kick. I am so excited for the future of this game mode. Um, but they really did flesh it out. They fleshed it out enough. They fleshed it out enough on their first try for it to clearly mean to me that they know and they really want to test out the potential of a PvE game mode. Because again, Overwatch did try to do it, and no one really knows, or maybe there's some leaks, maybe some people actually do know why it failed. But at the end of the day, it did fail. They never even released it, right? They never even released the PvE game mode. But Marvel Rivals already went ahead and tried something that was relatively bare bones, but surprisingly fleshed out for a limited time event. And I just think it has the makings of something that could absolutely be in this game permanently. Looking at the future, I do think it's at least very clear to me that they're doing this in order to test the actual reception of a PvE game mode, as well as just in general whether they think it's going to work long term in this game. I think when they said it's temporary, it's because they're only going to make it temporary if it actually doesn't end up being received very well. It's pretty clear to me that this is not going to be temporary if it is received well. And at least from the reception so far, everyone does appear to be loving it. So there's so many things they could do to make this like something that is like a permanent game mode that genuinely attracts a lot of people into this game, because it is a pretty casual game. It's no secret, right? Although there's a ranked mode, you have people that just don't care about their rank in ranked, and they throw games because they don't really care. And so I think this is just such a huge addition, an important addition into this game, especially for like anyone, like even me. Like I'm playing ranked. I play ranked for 4 hours. And I just want to chill. I go into zombies and I play whatever hero I want. Maybe I'll play Iron Fist. Hopefully someday they bring Iron Fist in, and I can just go around hitting mobs and just have fun, right? But like also just the power fantasy, they could just do so much with it. Like imagine if they really expand on the skill trees that you get in the actual like prepare screen, right? Because right now it's kind of bare bones. Like I was on Blade, you just select from 2 different trees, and the abilities I guess are kind of okay, but like the modifications could definitely be a lot bigger. And like I'm just thinking, like imagine if like it went up to level 100 and these trees, like right now I'm level 30, but I already kind of have everything unlocked. Imagine like these trees went up to level 100 and the abilities just get cooler and cooler and cooler, and there's like a clear path to progression. And here's the thing, they could just recycle content into the zombies, right? Into the zombies game mode, right? For example, whenever a new season comes out and they release a new map, the next season that map will be available on zombies. They'll add new bosses, new mechanics, new zombies, and they could theme it each time. They could theme it each time with different mobs. It doesn't always have to be zombies. It could be other mobs that run and try to kill you. It could be all these different kinds of things, and they could even have special limited time abilities. Like for Christmas, your ability will do this, and there's like a new special power in the game mode. There's so many different kinds of things they can do, and also on like NetEase's side of things, I think they also really want to do this too, because it gets people to play characters they normally wouldn't play, which increases your skin sales. Like, for example, I don't really play Magic a lot at all. But I'm tempted to play her in this game mode, but I don't like her base skin. There's only one skin on her that I like, which is the Eldritch Armor. So they've already got me considering getting a Magic skin just for this game mode, right? So imagine all the other people. Imagine they add, like, Luna. Imagine somehow they managed to add, like, a DPS Luna into this game mode. Oh, my lord, skin sales through the roof. It'll get so many sales. It'll be insane. And, like, guys, one thing I also want to say is very important is don't be fooled when you see content creators not playing this game mode that much. It's because it's not really good content for stream compared to ranked. And it doesn't mean that the game mode's not fun. It just means that it's just not very streamable. It's just not super enjoyable to stream because it takes a while. And it's a little bit boring to watch. And so, despite the fact that maybe a lot of streamers have already moved on and they're not playing it anymore, it is so much fun. And I can tell you, if they weren't streaming, they'd be playing it a lot more. Also, a lot of streamers are just ranked junkies, kind of like me. I'm a ranked junkie, but I still enjoy PvE when it's good. And I envision a future with this game mode where the skill trees are very expansive, and like you could really immerse yourself in all these different kinds of fantasies that just make it fun. Like the ability on Thor to just have your throw last for like 4 seconds and you just fly basically. It's actually just so much fun. But the possibilities are just literally endless with this game mode, and I am so excited for the future and what they may add, especially all the new heroes and all the cool things they can do. Just the fact that they added this game mode shows me they know what the potential of PvE is, and I'm really hoping they capitalize on it, because I just know what they have right now is the foundation for something really special. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I really wanted to get this video out as soon as I could, because I truly enjoyed this game mode, and I really do see how much potential it has for the future. And I hope this dev team sees it to its full potential, because although it might be temporary now, this has the makings of something that could be permanent. It just doesn't need to be themed around zombies every time. It could be a different theme each time, and it could be something that lasts forever, and your character stays between different ones as they evolve over time. I truly see so much potential for it, especially to give people a break from ranked. Like, imagine how much longer people will play this game if the only thing they have to do is not just grind toxic ranked. Imagine I log in and I get someone that DCs in my first game on. Instead of pressing Alt F4, I can just go PvE. You know, it'd be a nice breath of fresh air for this game, and I think it needs it. It really needs it, like, desperately. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and turn the bell for notifications so you can see when my next videos are. As well as check out my Discord and my Twitch. We have all kinds of discussions in there. And I live stream on my Twitch almost daily. And as always, guys, take care.